guys, how's it going? Today we're going to tackle a little bit of the planting around the Hartley, and I am so excited to see some green go in around this structure. Now, the area is not done yet. They were hoping to be done last Friday. I don't even know if they'll be done this week. We'll see. They have been working on the cement border around the bricks. So this right here, which will keep the bricks in place. So on this side, we're going to have mulch because there will be boxwoods planted, and that might be something we tackle today, hopefully. And then on the inside, we're going to have gravel. So it will be built up to where it will be covered. You won't be able to see it, and they will have it on both sides. It's just, I think they've just got it done on the outer parts so far. Let's take a look. Now you can see it here, you can see it here. Looks like they haven't tackled this side yet. I do know they are coming back this afternoon, and I think they're going to finish these 4 squares so that we can get our boxwoods in back here. So they'll do a little, like a shorter, it'll be even more narrow than this so that we can get the boxwoods fairly close to the brick. But we're at a point where we just can't wait anymore. We've got to try to get whatever we can get in the ground before it gets too much colder. And right now, like, we typically plant until we can't dig holes anymore. And I feel like things do better in the ground than they would with us trying to winter them over in their thin plastic nursery containers. So I don't know. We've got a little bit of prep work to do before we're ready to plant. Aaron's gonna go grab the tractor. We've got to do some soil leveling, which the crew was gonna do, but they just haven't done it yet. So we're gonna tackle some of that this morning. So like right in here where we've got big piles of dirt, Aaron's gonna scoop those up. We're gonna try to smooth this out because the maples are gonna go, like one will go here, and then let me swing this direction slowly. The other one will go here, but in order to make the bricks level, like this whole spot level, we have to have a little bit of a slope, but we need to build this area up a little bit more. So we'll add some of that soil that we scrape up to this space. And we do have a little bit of weather coming our way. I think the sky looks a little bit dark toward the west there. It's 35 degrees right now with a high of 48 today. It does look like we're gonna warm up a bit though after today. I didn't think we were supposed to get our first frost until Friday, but it came sooner. It came last night, which is great, but that kind of gave us a little bit of extra motivation to get out here and get this part done. So what I'm gonna go do is start gathering up boxwoods. I wanna lay them out a little bit before we start planting, and then I'll help Aaron do some soil moving. I did bring a few of the boxwoods over the other day. These are what we're using. These are a green velvet. Here comes Aaron with the tractor, I think. Can he get through there without wrecking the boxwoods? Ah! He can. Oh, that's good. Anyway, I wanted to try the green velvets because I know a lot of people have had really great luck with them, and I really like the deep color of green that they have, and I think it's fun to try out new varieties. The other and most important thing I like about these is that they top out at 2 feet by 2 feet, which is perfect. I don't want huge hedges around the Hartley. I want something to be there that will provide the structure and provide a really beautiful frame, but not something that's going to grow wild and get super woolly if I don't get around to hedging, because you guys know there are some years that I just don't hedge because I missed my window or I run out of time or that sort of thing. So I need these to stay a little bit on the smaller side. They are a zone 5 too. Hardy down to a zone 5, we're a 6. Now you'll notice a little bit of hard water damage on some of the leaves because we've had to water these with the hose all season, which that'll go away. You know, they'll put on new growth and kind of hide the hard water. These are going to be irrigated with a drip system, so we won't have that issue anymore. I just thought this project was going to be done a lot sooner than it is. Had I known, I probably wouldn't have ordered boxwoods in the spring. Because these have been quite the chore to keep happy all season. So I guess since Aaron beat me with the tractor, we'll go do the soil work and then we'll go grab boxwoods. Quick update on how far we've made it. We did get some soil smoothed out. We need to go grab some more from some piles we've created over in the new property. I need to grab more boxwoods. But right in the middle of the process this morning, one of the big trees we picked out at Milad Tree Farm showed up and was installed. So we took quite a long break to go watch that process. Seeing something like that go in, it's just, I don't think it would ever lose its excitement. It's just so pretty. It's a great big Norway spruce. We'll go out there and take a look. We did throw a camera out though, so you could watch that process. Instant impact, and it creates a little bit of mystery. You know, we want that whole end, which I'll kind of explain it when we're out there a little bit later to kind of tour the space, but we want that whole end to be very thick and not provide a view like toward the cut flower garden as you enter the property. We want there to be a surprise as you go around every turn so that there is that little bit of mystery, and that huge evergreen just, oh, it just made a huge impact on that area. So you can see the soil has been smoothed out right here. I did pop a few boxwoods in, which, oh my goodness, I don't think we're gonna get around to planting those today. It might just be the trees, but just seeing the green there is amazing. All the soil we removed from here, Benjamin's working on a pile right there. We moved to this other side and just built it up so that we can come in with the boxwoods and the tree. So the tree's gonna go right here. We're gonna need to continue bringing in soil, but we need to go grab the trees. Aaron, yeah. Do you want to do the holes first, or do you want to go grab the tree and place it? What's your opinion?
Let's dig one hole first.
Okay.
And we'll bring the tree over.
Okay.
We'll just use one as kind of a test.
Sure. Which one do you want to dig first?
Maybe this one over here.
Okay. Well, we need some more shovels then.
Yeah.
I got a shovel.
Well, that's perfect. You can help us out. That'd be great. I think the rain is picking up. I love it. So awesome. So guys, for this part, we're just going to be digging holes, placing trees, hopefully getting them all in the ground today, unless the rain starts getting heavier than this. I don't know. All right, let's get this done. Okay guys, we got all 4 maples planted and I cannot believe what they did for this space. It is so gorgeous. I wanted to start right up here where we're going to be doing our new patio so you can see how these maple trees framed in this space. Isn't that amazing? Oh my goodness. Now you'll notice I only set a few boxwoods around. We didn't have time to plant them all. It was a big job to get these trees in the ground, honestly. Benny's crew did show up. They started working on more of the edging, and I think in just a couple of days I'll be able to plant, actually back here they got all the edging done around there. We'll give it a day or two to dry, and then we can plant all the boxwoods there. We can plant all of these around the front. I can plant the ones right beside the Hartley. These I'm gonna have to wait on. I didn't even bring enough over. They still need to do the edging on the back side and the front side of these bricks. So anyway, they're gonna be working on that in the next couple of days. But oh my gosh, these trees. Oh, I had initially thought about planting trees here. So one here and one here, and then repeating another tree over here, like in the other kind of squarish area. But I think in the end, it would have been too thick. It would have been too much for this space, and I really want this to still shine. I want something to frame it in beautifully, but also, you know, allow light in, not get so close to the Hartley. I don't want any limbs hanging over the greenhouse. You know, we get some pretty strong windstorms, and I would hate to have anything happen to this structure, especially with how long it's taking to put it all together. So these trees, you guys, Pacific Sunset, I did go over the details in when we talked about the new tree load, but they're a hybrid between an Acer truncatum, which is also known as a purple blow or shantung maple, super duper tough maples, and a Norway. So it's a cross between the truncatum and the plantainoides, which is a Norway. They grow about 30 to 35 feet tall and grow about 25 to 30 feet wide. So it's going to be the perfect tree, I think, to frame in this space. Let's go back here and see what it looks like. Look at that. You can see all the maples just framing in that space. Oh, I cannot wait to bring more boxwoods out and have the gravel down. They got all of the fabric down right around this area that wasn't down this morning. You can see the edging. They got all of that done this afternoon. So these, like I said, will be ready to plant later this week. Oh, it's gonna be so good. This one's showing a little bit more fall color. So the color that we'll see on these is a mixture between red, orange, and yellow. Sunset is a very apt description of their fall color. Of course, this year, because they've been hilled in bare root out in the south garden through quite a bit of heat, I don't expect them to color up beautifully or perfectly this year. It'll be interesting to see what they look like next fall. And then from this angle here, our soil moving turned out really nice. Everything looks really good. Like the little slope, it's not too sloped, you know? I think it looks great. And from the front, you can see the boxwoods there. Now you guys, we're going to be redoing this area. I'm not sure. I mean, I like the look of the kind of this right here from about the corner over, kind of that swoop I like. We're gonna have to figure out what we want to do here. We'll do some kind of a flower bed and then kind of connect it, swing it over and connect it there. And then next spring we'll rework the sprinklers and replant the grass if we, well, I know we'll need to because we probably won't come out this far with the flower bed. But anyway, that will be for later days. This winter, what we'll probably do on top of all this soil is just bring a layer of compost in and top dress so it looks nice and tidy. But I just love seeing all this edging, all of the structure and the shape take shape, form up, look amazing. Okay, so those are the trees around the Hartley and the boxwoods. Let's go take a look at that Norway spruce that was installed earlier today. I'm gonna put my hood on. I'm gonna need it, I think. Whew. This whole week is calling for overcast and rain, which is great. Only a couple nights freezing. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You know what I love about this right here is that it creates mystery. Usually, like when you're about here and you're driving into the property, you can see over to the cut flower garden, you've got clear view of it. But now you kind of have to drive around to see what comes next. You know what I mean? And I love that. And that's what we really want for this whole area. We want to just have it filled in with beautiful evergreens and deciduous trees, which we've made, you know, a lot of progress. This is another Norway. It's just a lot smaller than this one over here. We've got a Vanderwolf pine. There's a Corinthian linden there. A, which kind? Royal Raindrops crabapple, right? pretty crabapple. There's a blue sky Serbian spruce, there's a bald cypress, and then, you know, you keep going in and there's more stuff, but there's quite a bit of room in here for more things. And then hopefully one day we have just a very mixed, beautiful border so that you cannot see what's beyond it, so that you actually have to go and explore in the garden to see different things. This tree is just amazing. It does have a little tiny bit of needle cast right here, which is totally normal, a little bit of stress. And you know, a lot of times they'll do kind of an exchange anyway. They'll cast needles and push new ones out. But a very healthy tree. It's got beautiful cones up there. I'm not sure if you can see them from here, but it's just, oh, I just love it so much. One of the interesting things I learned about spruces is that when you're growing them from seed, you get all kinds of different structures. Some have this kind of more weepy, lacy texture. Some are more, you know, upright and a little bit more rigid looking. You just never really know. And this one was planted out in the full sun. Like, it was planted right along with a bunch of the other Norways out there. And we just really liked the shape and the architecture of this tree. Here's a look from this side. You can see that the yellow cables, those are holding it upright. There are 3 of them, but isn't that just perfect? Right here we've got a forest pansy redbud. Nothing really in between that and this that will get very big. I did want to show you this brandywine viburnum. Look at how gorgeous these berries are. If you do not have one of these in your garden, oh, I encourage you to plant one. Beautiful red fall color. That just started showing up in the last week or so. But the berries start off pink and then they turn into this beautiful blue. And then we've got the Miss Ruby Buddleia right next door, looking awesome. That is a glorious tree. And it is chilly. I'm not used to it yet. It's 47 degrees out right now. Of course, when we were digging holes and stuff, I was plenty warm. I almost took my coat off. But once you slow down, oh, and being kind of wet too, that makes you extra cold. But huge shout out to Paul and Bethany for helping with this big project in the rain, and to Benjamin. Bless his heart, he was out here helping us for a good portion of the hole digging. About midway through, he did tell us how excited he was about the money he was earning for helping us with all the digging, which was news to us. So funny. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm just so thrilled, so super duper thrilled with how things are turning out. And it's funny how you kind of forget, like, you know, along the way, especially if things are stringing out, you can get frustrated when, you know, you want to have things buttoned up and you want to move along with your project and you really can't because you're, you know, waiting on other things to finish up. Once you have things in the ground, you kind of just forget all of that. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm super thrilled with how things are coming along, hoping by maybe the end of the week we have it completely buttoned up. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that at this point, but hopefully. Thanks again for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.